Don't know why it's Star Wars, but it is.
This
Very
is
Star Wars
dance.
This is the most
Hello,
Star Wars.
welcome to the show.
This is Star Wars.
I don't know
Sea
why
of
we
Thieves.
started doing this, but I'm here for it.
I don't know what happened to that either. That was a last week thing.
Welcome
too
to our
long
Sea
ago.
of Thieves role-playing podcast.
That's
As
what it
Paul
was,
was about
yeah.
to say.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. It was the waves from Sea of Thieves.
Yes.
Oh yes, that's it. Sure, yes.
Welcome to our, it's just a very bad Sea of Thieves RPG that we're playing. It's
Yeah.
very
God.
inaccurate.
The sea is very choppy, and you have to do this all the time.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wretched Hive, episode 5. Things are bad right now
Am I doing this right?
in the land.
Jake?
Listen,
Yes.
listen. It's not bad. It's exactly where we want him to be. Okay, we have everything exactly. It's a plan.
We
it's
know
coming
where he's
together.
at.
These are the results of your choices.
Timo is exactly where you want him to be. On
Yeah.
his
Transmitter
throne
is
with his
near
guards
Timo.
surrounding him.
Yeah.
Oh God! All right.
We can literally just hand him the thing and be like, push this a couple times.
Who has it right now? Is it me? No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
The controller.
Yes.
Yes, it's you. I think
No,
it's,
the
Oh,
robot
God. Oh.
has it. The
Oh yeah, the
Oh, yeah,
droid,
yeah, yeah.
security droid.
yeah.
Wait, does
Huh?
it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's the whole plan.
Oh, yes.
That was-
Okay.
that was the whole
I'm
plan.
sorry. Not Timo's security droid. Our security droid.
Our the
Our
one that I'm
security droid.
controlling. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I have to
something.
have
We'll
line of
get-
sight, right?
Yes,
We'll get to that,
We'll
yes.
get
We'll
to
get to
that. Let's introduce the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. For those who are joining us for the first time, wow, you picked quite the
Yeah,
episode to
I just
join
wanted
in
to-
on. This is the Wretched Hive, which is
final
a Star
episode.
Wars, which is a Star Wars actual play podcast for Edge of the Empire, the Fantasy Flight role-playing game. If you want to catch up on the rules and how it all works, please do check out episode 0 on youtube.com, the Spice Must Roll YouTube channel. And check that out where we go into all the rules and who our characters are, but we'll do a brief little intro. First of all, I am your game master, Jake. You can find me mostly on Twitter at Jake Acapella, which is there. Nope, that way. I talk about video games on the internet a lot. We have a Star Citizen podcast immediately after this at 4 p.m. Eastern time, as well as we have a weekly all games but Star Citizen podcast on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, where we talk about everything else going on. Graphics cards, that's what's going on right now.
Oh yeah, they're the hot
Lots of
item.
discussion.
Oh yeah.
So you can find all of those shows at twitch.tv/relay_SC. Give us a follow. We have shows same time every week. But let the characters introduce themselves. I'll start with the proprietor of this fine establishment, Mr. Paul.
I thought you were going to talk about Darsh.
He's the real
Yeah.
money behind this.
The
operation.
real money behind this operation. Hello, my name is Paul Shelley. On the internet, I'm known as the Astropub. Twitch, Twitter, anywhere there is the internet. If you find the Astropub, that is the Astropub, all one word. You'll find myself. We do. I do YouTube and Twitch streams, including the one hopefully you're watching right now. If you're watching this live, between Tuesdays and Saturdays, my schedule's been kind of interrupted because I've been going back to work. And I've also been moving. I have a new house now, so
Yay! Finally.
yeah. So and this
Look
is
at
the new
me.
house.
My name is Zoidberg, homeowner.
Homeowner. Yeah, that's we do space and science fiction. We don't always do space and science fiction. Like when New World came out, the preview, I played the heck out of that because it's a real fun game. We do mostly space and science fiction, and then on Saturdays we do this, which is the Spice Must Roll, which is a actual play podcast of various different sci-fi games. We've done the official Expanse RPG, Star Trek Adventures. This, which is Star Wars at the Edge of the Empire by Fantasy Flight Games, and I just recently announced that we're going to be doing a game starting in November, after this first season is run, with Stars Without Number. It's an original kind of story, so it's the first original universe-ish, because we're still using Stars Without Number framework, but it's inspired by anime and mecha and mech stories like BattleTech or Titanfall. So it's got a lot of it's a mech TTRPG is what we're trying to go for, because sadly there's not really many good mech TTRPG systems out there. So
that's a problem.
It is a problem.
After you do Stars Without Number, if you want to shake it up, I highly recommend Beam Saber.
I've heard things. I've heard it's very crunchy though. Is the only issue.
It's a little it's because it's brand new. It needs some updates. But yeah, check that out.
Sweet. And then if you like Star Citizen, we do a Star Citizen podcast as well right after the show at about 6 p.m. Eastern. So go see the Relay Station and then go and watch the Captain's Table.
Block of content.
Yes. On the show, I play Garu Kor, who's he's a scout, a former scout from the Republic military, and now he's on the edges of space looking for beautiful women and credits. That's how it works, because he's the most handsome man in the galaxy. Of course, that's just how that works. He's not,
as far as he's aware.
Yeah, he's not.
It actually kind of worked last episode.
It worked last time.
Yeah.
It works every so often,
I
which
can't
makes him believe he actually is.
I bumped the difficulty and everything, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know how you did it. Your charm is so garbage.
You only need one.
Yeah.
You just need that one.
Now let's move on to dearest Clack Beatbox.
Oh no! Hi, my name
The one, the only.
Papa
Best
Goldback.
boy. The best boy.
I don't do anything on the
podcast.
internet. Please follow this Twitch channel and the Relay Twitch, just because I don't want them to lose their houses, and they're right on the edge, guys. It's been bad for them. Look how you can see the sadness in everyone's eyes.
I just bought this house.
It's all they
only
have.
piece of furniture.
It's all they have.
Not the
So
computer.
He's actually
Not the
sitting on a
carrier
melon right now.
Yeah.
they're not happy people. They have to talk to Twitch chat all day. Don't just give them this. Anyway, I play Clack Beatbox. He's about to die, so you won't have to see him for much longer. But
what a tragedy.
Glack is a Rhodian scholar. He is now Bino Rhodian, which does exist in Star Wars canon. He is suffering greatly from spice onset amnesia, which means he really has no idea what's going on around him. So he's kind of more animalistic than anything, and is really just kind of going around with the squad, both causing most of the issues and also resolving them. So it's a great demonstration in both incompetence and competence. And that's Clack.
All right, Atomic.
Hey everybody, I'm Atomic. I've been around the internet for a little while, doing things here and there. Used to have a PC gaming podcast. Now mainly just a lovely cast member on a lot of these amazing shows with all these lovely people. Also do some of my own Twitch streaming on the side as well. You can always find me at Atomic Zero, unless some other person beats me to it on some random games, and screw those people. Otherwise, I play Hotshot. And Hotshot so far has been aptly named because it's about the only thing he really does super well. So,
Shoot things.
yeah, shoot. When I need to shoot things, I shoot things well. Besides that, he's kind of a meh person. But he is someone who used to be at the very tippity top of the world, and now after some betrayals by his ex-partner, Dryden Voss of the Crimson Dawn, he has been on the run and a drifter ever since, and he has found himself here with these people at this moment with a speeder nearby, and we'll see how it goes.
And finally,
Right.
Daria.
Hello, I am Darionator. I am a man of the internet, also the Emperor of Pluto and the ruler of
Prince of
everyone's
Uranus.
nightmares or something
Prince of
like that.
Uranus.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Prince of Uranus, right? Okay.
Yes.
I run a podcast. Apparently,
Loading.
loading. Yeah. It's been a long day today. Around a podcast called The Fortnightly Frontier. We're having a new episode this Monday, so go check it out. It'll be live on twitch.tv/Meyer with a Y. And then also posted on YouTube for Fortnightly Frontier. If you just Google for that and go past the 3 pages that are all about Fortnite, you'll get to where we are. But on this show, I play a droid called K1A4, a droid who was captured by the non-Empire entity, which I keep forgetting is Resistance.
The Rebellion.
Rebellion. And
R something.
They are something. And was reprogrammed to do their bidding. Well, at least that was the attempt. Something went awry, and now he is a robot of no allegiance and has found himself without memory, without purpose, with these fine gentlemen trying to escape the clutches of Timo the Hutt.
And he has big swords.
I have big swords.
Yeah.
Also, I'm a
crash. I'm a crash. That's what he's about to say.
I'm a crack. Remix. Hi, everybody. Oh, there it goes.
Oh no! The
Hold on.
camera.
I am your god again.
We said you said so I am, and we just assumed that it was just, I'm a crash. You just predicted your crash. That's all.
I don't know what's happening. It's like, why does Discord keep crashing?
Because it's the same reason why I end up sounding like I'm from a bad 50s science fiction with my robotic voice every so often.
Look, no video conferencing software can be perfect. It has to have one thing. There always has to be one.
Thing is, like my CPU is pegged like throughout, so it's just because it's constantly at 100% that it just automatically decides, nope, this thing needs to die.
Oh man, if I open my task manager right now, whenever I'm doing a Discord call, it's like embarrassed. It tries to hide it from me because I'll open it and for like 3 frames, it'll show that I'm at like 100% CPU usage and be like, no, we're at like 40. Don't worry about it, buddy. And then I close it and I open it again. It's like, oh, we're at 100. No, we're at like 25. Don't worry.
It's just that your task manager causes it to shoot to 100%. That's what happens. Task manager is what's destroying your computer.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Windows destroys computers. All right.
Shut everything else. Anyway, what I was gonna say is that I'm so subconsciously so much against my previous past that every punch I've thrown has missed so far.
No,
apart from the first one.
Yeah, the first one was like the most beautiful punch.
I think that scarred me for life right now.
No more Delta 29s. No more Delta 29s.
It'll happen. It'll happen at some point. You'll get like a triumph. It'll be crazy.
Right. I'm shutting everything else down in hopes to appease the gods of Microsoft.
Yes.
What is this? Intel Rapid Storage. What the hell is that?
All right. So last we ran into our dear friends here. Actually, Paul, if you want to pull up the map so they could see the horror that is the current situation. So our dear friends here are on the run from Team of the Hutt. However, there was a plan put into place by
plan is a strong word.
Plan. Yeah, plan.
There was an impulse. Tasks. There was an impulse that was expressed to the group.
Right. Yes. I think I may have fixed it.
Okay.
By hiding everybody else and just having Paul's camera up.
Perfect.
That drops it to 50% of usage. So
cool. So everybody. The plan is they're trying to get. Let me ping the droid here. This droid in particular, this one, it has a kill switch on it that, when triggered, will inform the Imperial cruiser in orbit to bombard the building where the signal is being broadcast from. So that's the plan, and the whole reason they were doing this is to make sure that Timo is off their back once and for all. However, once they got inside, things did not go immediately as planned, and they are now confronted by Timo himself as his employees have brought 3 of our cast members in front of him as an audience. They are under the guise of technicians working on the comms array. Also, Paul, if you scroll to the bottom right corner of the map, we've got Hotshot here on the landing pad, who rappelled his way up the cliff face onto the landing pad, and you didn't take out one of the you okay. We were talking about murder hobos.
I stunned the guy and then I pushed him off.
Yeah, he's dead. So
those were droids though. Those were droids though. Still.
No.
It was a pilot.
It was a pure pilot. Yeah.
God, you're a murderer.
The fact that I stunned him and then pushed him off seemed counterintuitive, but at the same time, it's like he's gonna wake up.
You were having mercy on him. You were trying to save him the fear of falling to his death.
I thought it was canon that I pushed him off. He hit the ground, somehow survived, and then when I started to unload the other speeder, that box killed him.
I'm cool with that too.
The crate fell, and he's just like, "Oh my god,
It was an accident."
Yeah, I mean, it's an act of God. Gravity is an act of God. So
yes, okay. So Hotshot here is securing transports. However, I am going to start this episode from the perspective of Hotshot.
Oh boy,
I thought we were starting this episode from the perspective of rolling the force die.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Darj.
Look at you, Darj. It's why we keep Darj.
Third episode in a row that I had to remind.
Thank you.
I was going to do it if you weren't.
Yeah, that's
All
one.
right.
Woo! No! Oh no!
Right, 2-1.
Saru, no! 2-1.
Did I roll? No.
Black.
No.
I rolled.
Hold on.
Black.
I clicked, but nothing happened.
Try it again. No!
Oh, 2 and 2.
2 and 2.
Okay.
Man,
All right, sink your pool.
this is not a good start.
Oh.
We had 6 last time, and we still ended up in front of Timo.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So Hotshot, you now find yourself alone on this landing pad. The droids that were guarding it went inside. I forget how you distracted them, but you did. And
I forget what I said. I basically said, "You guys are doing amazing. You guys are awesome. Just keep doing what you're doing. I'm just gonna be here fixing this." And like I rolled like a crit.
Yeah. So you're just chilling, kind of taking lay of the land, searching.
I was prepping the biggest speeder, like unloading the cargo and everything else.
And then all of a sudden, over your comlink, you hear a, "Hey, can you hear? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?"
Can I? Do I know the voice?
Not really. It's pretty broken up.
Okay.
Also, can I just take this opportunity to say that, Jake, if if your current job falls apart, you could have a really good opportunity at like a 60s sci-fi radio TV station or something
Cool.
like that.
Yeah.
With all those effects and voices and modulations.
I'll travel back in time.
I hear War of the Worlds would be perfect in 2020. Just saying. It'd be the perfect radio show.
Look, the Wretched Hive has already resulted in the deaths of several of our viewers, so I don't think we need to really be.
I don't need that on my conscience. But anyway, so a hot shot would be, "Who the hell are you?"
Hold on. Now I don't remember your actual name. Dralius.
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 How do you know that name? How do you get this channel?
How about now? Can you hear me now?
I got you now, yeah.
Been a long time, Dralius. You might want to take a peek over the horizon there. You've got incoming. And
So I still don't know this voice at all?
No.
All right, I'm gonna do the devious thing where I'm just gonna do like the and look out the back of the ship.
Yeah. So what you see on the horizon is a fairly large barge is really the only way to describe it. It's vertical and think like a B-wing but folded up.
No.
And it's slowly just coming up over the mountainside way off in the distance.
Do I know
And
this ship?
You absolutely know this
Yeah,
ship.
I was just making sure I did because I pretty much know what this is. Because this, for anyone who's probably, this is the ship from Solo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I'm just gonna go shit, and just and I'm just gonna get on the comms and be like, "Boys, we have company. We need to go now. Plant the thing and get this shit out of here."
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Get the beating
Now
and go.
Now let's go back to the throne room here. Hey, remember how I said I rolled a 97?
Yeah, I was wondering.
So at the very least,
what does that mean? I missed it.
So in Solo, Mr. Drayden Voss uses a really big luxury barge that is vertical in stature to travel, and it's here.
I mean, what does rolling a 97 mean in game context?
So obligations, everybody has one. I've based on the things you've told me, you are assigned a number. When well, not really a number, more like a number range, and they're all at the very top of a D100. If I roll within that like 10 number range at any point, your obligation will come into play in this session. I roll it before every session.
Okay.
Hey, question: Do you roll it once per game, or do you roll it once for each of us per game?
Once per game, because you're all on the scale.
Okay, yeah.
Which is why,
but specifically, how is it determined that it's Atomic's obligation?
Yes.
Because his is the most scary,
Okay.
which is why his is 91 to 100.
Okay.
I love it.
Well, it's
his-
the range of the dice. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Well, his is 91 plus. All it says is 91 plus.
Fuck.
And whenever you guys roll threats for any reason, it adds modifiers to that roll.
Oh.
So
Okay.
So anytime you make noise, basically, it can alert the wrong people and have them come into play at any given time.
I see.
I reset it for this one just because you're in this particular situation here. It's a little bit isolated. Things aren't going to get out of this particular building, at least not until after you leave. Yeah. So yeah. Now the Crimson Dawn is here, which is a rival crime syndicate to the Hutt clans, and things are gonna get real nasty real fast. So you're on a time limit now.
Okay. See, listen, this isn't a problem. This is an opportunity in disguise. Because Timo can't kill us if that barge is blowing up his palace for us. Just saying. Well, we don't know. We don't know.
This is a meta conversation.
Yeah, as characters, we don't know it's a Crimson Dawn yet, so we don't know what's going on.
We don't know we don't know
there's
ship coming out. Yeah.
All Hotshot
company.
said to you guys is, "We have company. We need to go."
Okay.
All right. So let's join the rest of our party back in the throne room here. Let's see, Timo.
I completely forget what the last thing Timo said to us.
Basically,
you look
all right,
delicious.
well, I'm gonna here. There's a protocol droid that's standing next to him, and it introduces Timo to the room.
Yes. Please bow before your lord, the crime boss, the most powerful Hutt who ever lived, the greatest man to exist in the Outer Rim, the most wonderful lover that ever existed, Timo the Hutt.
I look at Garo when he does that the last one. Are you like, are you gonna take this?
I look at him and go, yeah, shut up. He's got a gun to it. Like, K1, this is not a time for that. I bow very flourishingly and but very awkwardly, like kind of like, you know, I grew up on the edge of space, so like bowing. I know I've heard of this before, of how you bow, but I've never really done it before. So it's like very awkward bow. It's the this right, flourish. I'm flourishing as I bow. You know.
Yep.
I don't bend that way.
Clack completely hears what the droid says. Is like you see like a look of shock go over his face, and it's like, and he fully accepts all the impressive things that the droid has said about Timo the Hutt, and it also seems to be the first time that he's ever heard of this person before. So he's a little intimidated and genuinely just very impressed, and he immediately is like caught off guard and does a very deep bow, just like he's like, oh shit.
Wow!
Whoa, Timo the Hutt! Ooh, nice to meet you. Yeah,
it's like you know those you know those people who like someone's like, oh hey, it's this guy, and they're like, oh, is he famous? And they like swarm him anyway.
Yeah.
Like
that's
they
exactly
have
it.
no idea who it is, but because they're famous, they're like, oh.
Yeah, you Clack's like, oh. He's like starstruck.
So I watched Rogue One like several times, and I don't think I've ever seen a K1 droid be able to bend at the waist.
Nope, and that's fine.
That's fine. I'll do a curtsy. Just.
I like how you've never seen them bow, but they can do a curtsy.
K1 curtsies.
It's bad.
If there's not fan art of that, at some point I'm going to be angry.
Oh Lord,
please!
Of a KX droid curtsying.
Give him a little tutu, please.
Yeah,
beautiful.
That's my disguise because the technician outfit wouldn't fit.
Oh.
I'm in a tutu.
Perfect.
Gunk droid with arms doing like the ballerina curtsy with the tutu.
Oh my god. Gong droid with arms. The musical is like
no. The Gong droid he has to do a pirouette with his arms like above. Yeah.
Instead of Swan Lake, it's Gunk droid Lake.
Gonk Lake.
Gonk Lake. Yeah. Gonk Lake.
All right. So Timo has two very beautiful Twi'lek women flanking him on either side. One is kind of standing like with her arm on like the back of his head, because he's a big slug, and the other one is like kind of lounging like where his tail is, but he looks you up and down, and he's actually got a blaster in one of his hands, and Timo looks he's got like some scars on his face, like he's actually missing one of his eyes, like he's got one of those scars across his eyes.
It's a nasty slug, dude.
Yeah, he's a big nasty slug. There's also some well-armed, and you all recognize this, they're from the Bounty Hunters Guild. There's a couple bounty hunters sitting at a couple tables to your left, which is these guys. Whoops. How did there we go. These guys. There's some bounty hunters sitting there. They've got their blasters on the table. But they're not agitated at all, but you can tell they're ready for anything that happens. Also, there's two Gamorrean guards that are standing. Yep, there he is. Yeah, look at him. He's a little pixely. There we go. Look at him.
There you go.
There he is.
He's smoking, you know. See, look, he's got a pistol in his hand.
Of course he's smoking. He just said he was like the world's greatest lover. So like,
Yeah.
this like smoking.
I'm surprised Gara wasn't like, excuse me, number 2.
I'm not. Garu's smart enough not to like correct the Timo the Hut.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
There's 2 Gamorrean guards standing behind Timo, as well as further on his sides 2 additional guard droids, as well as the 2 guard droids that escorted you into the room.
Jesus Christ.
There's
droids.
So extremely outgunned. I will let you guys know that right now. There's a few other people in here, just kind of doing their thing. There's a bartender. There's a DJ just kind of playing some dancey type bassy music, kind of shaking the floor a little bit.
What race is the DJ?
He's the same race as Max Rebo, but it is not Max Rebo. They like
playing some
music.
Eurobeat, you know?
Yeah.
It's going in the background.
Deja vu.
Yeah, exactly.
It kind of is, right?
Yeah, you guys can see. You guys can see. There's a behind the bar. There's a kitchen. You also see some private rooms behind the bounty hunters that have like curtains and stuff for fun times, you know.
Slug sessions, as we call them.
Yeah.
Slug sessions.
And there's also a couple there's a couple vents above you as well. They're pretty big. Forced air is the thing in in Tatooine. Yeah. So Timo looks you up and down and speaks.
Welcome to my establishment. Also,
this is in Huttese, but you guys all recognize it.
My receptionist, beautiful, sweet woman, tells me you're here to fix my commere. I don't remember my commere going down. In fact, it's right now. Why are you here?
We have an order from our employer. Can we produce the work order?
Timo looks at one of his droid guards. He's
Do they have a work order?
Okay, there we go. The button wouldn't push. The droid has a data pad in his hand and hands it to Timo and goes, "Affirmative." And Timo starts to look at it, but it seems like Timo doesn't understand the data that he's looking at on this pad. He's just kind of nodding.
Yeah.
But you have a moment to say something.
I'll step in at this point and say,
okay.
Oh, mighty Timo of the greatest lover in the universe, I just pardon me for correcting you, because I'm sure your brilliance is beyond imagining. You probably already know this, but comm units, even if they're working, sometimes require regular maintenance. So I'm sure that is why you ordered this. Maybe you were busy with some of your great accomplishments and forgot.
I mean, Clark could just in the back and say, "Can't remember, well, fucking." Just echoes. To kind of back Gar up there.
But just like the audacity of his assistant barging in while he's busy with the 2 Twi'lek girls and just saying, "Sir, can you sign this work order, please?"
Oh my god, yes.
all right, Paul. Make sure you reset your dice so that
Yeah,
there's no.
I've already said.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead and roll charm for me.
I am going to use a fucking light side dice for this because
Yeah,
fuck
you should
you.
probably do that.
Should I use a boost die? Is that what I should do?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here goes nothing. Hey, a success with 2 threats.
Yeah.
A success with 2 threats.
You didn't use the force die or add the
No.
boost die.
Oh, I forgot to use the. Dang it! Let me.
It's fine. It's fine. You succeeded.
I succeeded.
But let's see how much he succeeded.
No, I'm good.
Do you
I'm
want to
good.
reroll? I will let you reroll one.
No, we succeeded. We succeeded. We succeed. Take it as we go.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Click again. It's just spazzing on the background. Just say, take it, just take it.
Right, but that doesn't count for
The light
yeah,
side
for-
dice because we didn't use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't use it. That's fine. All right. So, Timo nods as much as a hut can nod.
Between his
And-
7 chins, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
as much as a KX droid can bow.
He looks up south very, very rapidly.
And he goes,
Yes, everything looks to be in order. I apologize, gentlemen. I don't typically bother myself with such minutia on a day-to-day basis. And
he says minutia like he's heard
Minucci?
other people say the word minutia before, and that
Yeah.
sounds like the right thing to say.
There's a CHE in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, minutia.
Manuto.
Yeah.
And he says,
gentlemen, I greatly appreciate your assistance. I would be honored before you complete your task if you join my friends here for some refreshments before you get to work.
It would be an honor, sir. I swear. My voice is weird now. I just don't know. I don't know where this voice is going now.
Oh no.
Just in case
it
you
would be an
recognize your
honor,
voice.
sir. It would be an honor, sir. Honor. And I just start
while-
walking. Oh, go ahead.
while you're saying this, the two you notice that the two bounty hunters that are sitting at the table have their hands on their blasters now.
Do we recognize them?
No.
Are they the same guys from?
The bar from the cantina
From
that
the
we
bar?
first came
Nope,
in?
I'm lazy and didn't make new tokens.
Okay, good.
Oh, okay. So it's not the Mandos from.
No.
No, definitely not the Mandos.
Okay.
Okay.
Just bounty hunters, regular plain old bounty hunters.
Yeah, I'm just going to walk over to the bar then.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pat that way.
All right.
What the hell's taking you all so long?
The bartender is an older woman, probably in her late 50s, and she just pours you some drinks. Doesn't even ask you what you want. Just pours them, puts them in front of you.
Okay.
She pours.
I'll just
three.
go.
Drink
you
it.
can- you can-
drink
I'll-
it. No, drink it. You better
Oh,
drink
sure.
it.
Sure. I'll just.
The second
I'll
you do
put it
that,
again.
yeah.
Yeah,
So you do
I'll put
that.
it against my mouth, the little mouth module, and just let it pour down.
Yeah, because the second you go, Garu, like, fucking drink it. Don't piss off the fucking slug.
I don't have an orifice to ingest.
I don't
liquid
give a
with.
fuck.
Clack is just kind of like
I don't
lightly
have an
and calmly
orifice.
just like prompting the bartender and asking if they potentially have a Whopper on the stick on the menu. Just like, hey,
This
Like
goddamn
bar
Whopper
food.
on a stick.
Oh yeah. Oh, and I just when I finish, I just go delicious, and I put the glass down.
She just picks it up and starts wiping it down. While this is happening, and I'm actually gonna move you guys here. over the bar. I'm gonna say right now though, do you take the guard droid with you?
I will leave him there for now. I have full control of
Okay.
him. I'll just leave him there
Yes.
for now. He's just
Okay.
idling.
Okay.
But if anybody starts looking at him, I'll just make him slowly patrol his way to us.
Okay. At this point, the music starts to die down, and Timo addresses the room once again, and he says,
Hello, everyone. I have an announcement to make. Our empire is doing far greater than one could have ever expected. So, at the end of this cycle, a mere few days from now, we're going to be moving our entire operation to Kijimi.
Woo! Yeah! I'm just gonna like bang on the table.
Kijimi is a much more central location for the Outer Rim. Easy to ship our items all over the galaxy from there. The worker force is willing, able, and cheaper. And it's just hot here. So we're going to be leaving. In fact, many of our operation has already started the migration as we. So please make any and all preparations. I would love for everyone in my employ at Kijimi.
you now have about a minute before before Timo decides to retire. If you wish to speak with him once more, he kind of he looks out to all of you and says,
Gentlemen, once again, I thank you so much. Very hard. I would very much enjoy. Please tell me who your supervisor is. I will. Best of words.
Oh, we work for. I think the corporation's called. We're freelancers. I think the corporation's called Delta 29.
Delta 29. I'm not sure if I've heard of that before.
Garu, please roll deception.
Oh God.
Hey, I'm actually pretty good at deception. I'm terrible at charm.
You
deception,
Good liar.
buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna use light side dice. So
There we go. And 1d6.
yeah, 1d6. Deception. Boom. No successes, but three advantages. No failures, no successes, but 3 advantages.
Okay, so
While I'll say this, I'll embellish it a little bit. I'll say, I think it's run by an old clanker somewhere. Him and a clone, an older clone guy. Some guy I met. We met him over at the what was the name of that place? Like the
Bar and Grill, I think.
the bar and grill. Yeah, the grill.
Baba?
Baba's.
Baba's.
Yeah, we met him over at Baba's. That's where he gave us the job.
Oh, I didn't know if there were any clones left. I thought they were decommissioned ages.
That's what we thought.
I guess they had to find other means of employ.
Yes.
I say that, you know, just
Okay,
to
okay.
try to further the narrative.
Interesting. Well, I see one of my guard droids. And
Can't hear you. There.
You're cutting out.
Cutting in
Jake.
and out.
No! Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First,
And
you
that's
got
your gate.
that was it.
okay, how about now?
You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your gate.
Yep.
Let me hook my gate. 1 sec. Okay, how about now?
Yep.
Better?
Yep.
Okay.
Good.
Hello, me, as Team of the Hut, adjusting my microphone so I can come at you.
Yeah.
Is this like
It's hard to hear him over the Eurobeat, yeah.
Yes.
Gentlemen, please, the escort that brought you, please follow him right this way. There's droids. It's exactly across from where you came. Reach the communication. Everything you need will be inside. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're still cutting out though, but okay.
It's better.
All right.
We got most of it.
All right.
We
Let
got
me
it.
let me bump my gain a bit. 1 sec.
Okay.
It's
love-
Discord.
Because I think it's Discord, yeah. Because you're
Yeah.
actually you stop broadcasting in Discord.
Okay.
So Timo essentially is telling us that, like, okay, we're done now. Just go do the.
I have no attenuation at all turned on. Anyway, and we'll figure it out. It's fine. Just yell at me if you can't hear me.
He was a
Um,
hut.
What?
I will. He's
Poor
a fairly.
Timo's a fairly pleasant hut. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you roll charm
this
well,
was fairly
yes.
cordial. This is a fairly cordial experience.
Right.
When
I will-
Garukor, the most charming man in the fucking galaxy.
Somehow.
Sorry.
No, yeah, when you roll a success on charm and Timo thinks that you are working for him, yes, he is very pleasant. All right,
I will get our droid to move to us and gesture with one arm. You know, like
Yeah.
Okay.
towards the stairs. You know,
Okay.
this
Yeah,
way,
you guys
gentlemen.
leave.
As we leave, I'm going to get on the comms and be like, Hotshot, what the hell are you talking about?
We have goddamn company. That's gonna be worse than Timo if you don't get your asses out of here pretty damn soon.
Empire?
I'm not worse. It's
Oh.
Another hut?
old worse.
Just
You all
tell
know
us.
you all know Crimson Dawn.
The Crimson Dawn is here?
Yeah, they're here in fucking spades, man. Okay, so if you all could just speed fucking shit up right now, that would be greatly appreciated. Otherwise, if you're not Jake, can I tell how far away, like how long it's gonna take them to get to me?
Yeah, about 30 minutes.
If you all aren't here in about 15 minutes, I'm gone.
All right. I immediately turn to the closest like guard droid that's nearby, like down the hall. I go, you guard droid, go tell Timo the Crimson Dawn is here to kill him.
Oh.
How do you as a technician know this?
We just have the communications. They can hear us with the communications device.
Yes, but how do you as a technician know this?
I know what the fucking Crimson Dawn is. It's
Yes,
but
but
how would you-
how are you given this information
give a
as
shit
a
Under
technician?
the guise of the technician, how
Yes.
do you have this information?
I just
You
heard
blow
this
your
from my
cover.
friend.
Where's your- how do you
Subcontractor.
know this?
All right.
Subcontractor outside
right.
working on the antenna.
Yeah.
I'm
All right, this is
I
going
don't
so
like
well. This is
I don't like
bad
this.
move.
I don't give a shit.
rolling dark side
Yeah, go
Oh
for it.
fuck!
and roll deception, please.
Okay. Success! Oh wait, no, nothing.
Wow.
Nothing. It's nothing.
Wow.
Oh no,
Oh,
it's a zero. It's
no,
a
it's
zero.
nothing. You had a boost
Nothing.
die on there.
Yeah. So
All right.
nothing.
What?
Fuck it.
What?
Fuck it.
What
Let's
are you
go.
talking about?
I grab him and push him into the room with
Okay.
everybody
He's
else.
drunk. He's drunk. Sorry about that. Too many drinks from Timo.
All right.
Yeah, that was actually quite more potent than we thought. Yes.
All right.
And bartender's wild, man.
Cool. All right. So, 1 sec here. I got to reveal more of the map.
Sweet.
Where, there it is. Polygon. Okay. And I'm just going to go all the way down here. There we go. Enter? Nope. Oops.
There we go.
There we go.
All right.
Okay.
Good
Somewhat. Yeah.
That's
So
still black. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you walk into this room, there's 2 additional guard droids there, and they've actually received orders to let you into the communications hub, which is immediately north of you. Which I'm also going to reveal, and I totally forgot that you got.
It's
clearance.
like a separate room completely.
Yes.
Oh right, yeah. It's
So
like the
I'm actually just gonna do one
receiving
of
room
these.
from the landing pad.
Blammo! There it is.
There
Yeah.
you go.
All right.
So yeah. So there's a bunch of computers in front of you. Behind the computers, there's a glass sliding door that leads to essentially looks like a server room. Has all kinds of data and things like that. Actually, it's time. Clack, please flip a coin.
Oh Lord! All right.
And I'm looking at all these computers with relish.
You just have relish in your eyes. You can wipe those off. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
Nope. All right.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Still thinking about one stick over here.
So probably the so what from what you can see through the door, there's a closet with some additional power cells and basically it's pretty well hidden. From here you do have to hardwire the guard droid into the system somehow, and you have to place him in a way where he won't be disturbed for the few minutes it takes for you guys to bounce. So
Right. Is it possible to put him in the little tiny room at the very north?
yes.
Right.
So that's going to take some mechanics because you need some cabling, some fun stuff like that. So let me set that up here. One moment. All right. Go ahead and hit mechanics. This is pretty simple. This is just determining how long it's going to take you. All right.
Easy.
Really fast, in fact.
2 successes.
So you find out exactly where to plug in the droid. You just need to set up the interface. So that droid you program goes into a little hole there. Now at the same time, Hotshot, go ahead and roll vigilance for me.
Oh Lord!
Oh, goody.
Also, I so want to hack this Timos Palace computer system and just start messing with the droids.
Oh boy,
You might want to if things go bad.
Oh, why is there? There shouldn't be a. Anyway,
That's
but yeah,
fine.
that's a threat. A single threat.
Okay. So, unfortunately for you,
Yay!
the what you did not see coming over the horizon is two old fighter craft that you don't really recognize, but there's a million random craft out here in the Outer Rim. They fling themselves over the horizon, and they're really close to where you are now. They're much faster than Dryden's barge, so they are careening towards you.
All right, you don't have 15 minutes. You have 5 minutes. Get the fuck out of here.
What do you do? They're coming straight for you. They'll actually be here in seconds.
In seconds?
Yeah.
I would try to sprint into the palace because in my mind, the thing I'm on is gonna get blown out of the sky. So there's no reason.
Okay.
Maybe the palace has shielding or something. So I'm gonna attempt to sprint into the palace.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure the last time when the droids walked in, I thought you said I could tell that the door wasn't locked. So I was just gonna try.
Locked.
Yeah, I was just gonna try to sprint right in.
All right. Are you being stealthy about it, or are you just
Hell no!
busting?
I am getting the hell out of Dodge.
He is wearing a technician's uniform.
He is. Okay. So go ahead and roll cool.
Light side.
Okay.
Light side.
Reset first, yeah. Use light side, yeah.
I'll
No?
scroll down slightly.
No,
Oh,
I
right.
feel like I want this just to ride. That's just too... 2 successes and a threat.
All right.
That's all right. So the droids kind of turn to you and they say, and they look at you, and then they look down at your uniform and they say,
Greetings. Were you operating outdoors on the landing pad?
Need a left-handed screwdriver. Wait 1 second, and it's gonna like walk over to try to. Have you seen the other ones?
Hang on. A left-handed screwdriver.
Yes.
Yep. He's just thinking. He's just trying to say something to find his group. He's just making shit up. Like, have you seen the other technicians?
Affirmative. They are in the communication hub this way.
Thank you.
They escort you. So now they're actually standing immediately outside the door, but they let you in. What do you say to the group?
We're fucked.
Oh Lord.
What do you mean? I thought we had 15 minutes.
Immediately when Hotshot says that, you hear and they do a low pass over the palace.
Crimson Dawn, they came over with just a barge. They have fighter craft too. The killing the slug is not gonna be the worst of our problems. We have no way out right now.
Are you saying all this within earshot of the security droids?
No, the door closed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was thinking, it's like you're saying all of this, and it's like security droids are right next to you.
No, you're fine.
But yeah, I'm just saying this is like you can probably tell up until this point, Hotshot, even at the worst of times, is really just very blasé, couldn't give a shit about most things. This is probably the first time you ever see like true worry, stress, intensity,
Straight
or
panic.
anything. Yeah, like this is the first time he's ever had like any true emotion with any of you.
He's very scared.
Yeah.
And I lift my hands, present my tools, and just go and turn towards one of the computers and go, "Shall I, while you deal with this?"
Yeah, do it. Just do it.
All right. So now here's the thing: is due to the failed vigilance check, it doesn't give you a whole lot of time here. So your escape route on the landing pad is now cut off. And
That's what I figured. That's what I was communicating. Like that's why when I said we have no way out, that's kind of what I meant.
Yeah. Just kind of reiterating it on a meta level.
Garu, how the hell are you at piloting under duress?
I'm the best.
Sure, Tubby. All right, so we need to get this going. We need to get going now. We need to get to that. Unfortunately, the port's on the other side of the stupid backwater. We need to. I don't know how we're getting there.
Stay calm. The Crimson Dawn is not a friend of Timo the Hutt, and Timo the Hutt is right here. So if the
This
Crimson Dawn show
installation
up,
does have turrets, does it not?
Depending,
just a couple, yeah.
Depending on which cannon you, Jake, would I know if in this version of everything, if any version or subsection of the Hutts are affiliated with the Crimson Dawn? Because in certain books they are. So I'm just asking.
Go ahead and roll Underworld and find out. Actually, let me update the dice here. 1 sec.
Yes,
Go ahead.
please. And rolling. Success and 2 threats.
Okay. So while you do know a little bit, but there's a couple details that I'm going to withhold from you.
Okay.
Is what that means. So yes, by Darge. So there we go. Hello. Yeah.
yeah, it's okay. We just figured you're working. You're working on the stuff.
Yep. So you don't. All you know is they've done business in the past. They're not allies,
but they're not enemies.
Unfriendly. Yeah.
I don't want to I don't want to alarm anyone, but I may or may not have been a part of the Crimson Dawn at one time, and I know that at least for the Hutts in general, they aren't exactly they're on communicative terms. So if he comes knocking, he might just let him in.
I go, you were part of the Crimson Dawn, and I just go,
I don't remember if you
Long
told us
story. No, I've never told
Yeah.
you anything about my past at all.
Yeah.
I'll go back to slicing the mainframe, whatever the term is.
Long story. Can't really talk about it right now. But this may not be a helpful place for us.
All right.
Well, here's an idea. K1, can you get into the weapon systems as well while you're trying to wire everything in?
Yes, that's what I've been trying to do.
Can you just activate the guns and have Timo's Palace shoot at those guys to start some brawls?
Good idea.
Was that your plan all along there at K1?
Yeah. Go ahead. K1, roll computers for me.
I'll use a light side.
All right. Add a boost die.
What?
Ooh.
An advantage.
Advantage?
A single
Okay.
advantage.
Interesting.
So you're gonna need to roll computers again in a second. However, you did find the back door into the entire system.
Okay.
And this essentially will let you basically you're like, yes, I can do all of it. I just need time to do everything at once.
All right. Hit me up.
So at the same time, you hear another low pass, just and the two droid guards, you see them actually leave. And
If they leave, I'm gonna look over at Hotshot and go, I can go get her started up, Hotshot. If you can keep them alive.
I mean, I can do my best.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Paul. Until those turrets are up, the landing pad, you're gonna have to roll stealth, and if you fail, they're going to fire on the pad from fighter ships. Is that what you want to do?
His
No,
face is
it's
so
not-
pixelated.
it's
I
not-
don't know what his facial expression is.
It's not about what I want to do.
Let
It's
me tell you
about
something.
what Garu would do.
It's
Yes.
also what Clack wants him to do.
Yeah.
So
All right.
I take Clack with me, and we're both going
No.
to stealth out.
No.
Okay.
No.
I will definitely stealth out into there.
Okay.
oh, I've really lost you on my end. Can people
No,
hear
Yeah.
me?
He's back.
I'm back. Okay. Here, let me do
Okay,
one
Go ahead
thing.
and roll.
Let me do
I
one
actually
thing
can't,
before
I
I do
can't
this.
see Paul's stream on Discord at all.
And
Hello?
we're back.
And we're back.
I had to change.
There we
mine.
go.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had to change
There it
mine.
is.
Yeah. I want to
Yeah,
do
there
a
we go.
refresh. So
It's a little broken. There we
There we
go.
go.
There we go.
So just a quick
All right.
refresh.
What did you want to do?
I'm going to do stealth.
Okay. Please roll stealth.
I'm going to stealth out there to try to be as covert as possible.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Paul has moved
Possible too.
Paul's
house, and his internet doesn't seem to be good enough. Yeah.
No, it's Discord. Discord is just weird because it's like on stream. If you watch a stream, it should be fine. The quality is fine. Even you guys are
Okay.
fine. It's just
weird.
for some reason. I can try to turn off my camera
You're fine, actually.
and see if that helps.
Now I don't see anybody.
Yeah.
Can you hear me though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you turn it back on? It's actually 1-to-1. There you go.
Okay. Let's go.
Technical
with-
difficulties. The podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna spend any light side dice. I'm just gonna go stealth.
Okay.
There goes
Go
nothing.
ahead.
4 successes. Critical success. Woo!
Fuck the white side dice. I don't need that shit.
I didn't know Star Wars had like cloaking devices. And where the hell did you get one?
So Garu
Clone
just like
tapping into my
rolls outside.
my Clone Wars experience, my covert scout Clone Wars experience. Just like
the struts on the fighters like are perfectly obscuring Gar.
Yeah. And you managed to find some cover right behind one of the speeders. So again, your options here are there's a land speeder with 2 seats, there's an atmospheric speeder with 4 seats, and there's a ship with a cargo hold and just the cockpit.
All right.
What do you choose to go with?
I'm gonna go with the ship that has the cargo.
Okay.
And I'm gonna climb in and start just turning everything on. Everything, but basically get everything so that all I have to do is the second they roll in, I'm just flip it on and go. Kind of like one action, get out.
Real quick, before you do that,
This is the ship that's been like essentially prepared by Hotshot, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I assume this is the one.
No, it is not. He was preparing the 4-man speeder, which the guy was in.
I thought he was
open
emptying.
cockpit.
I thought he was emptying.
Jake. I forgot. We got me an upgraded slicing, right?
Yes.
We said you have to do this when I roll. What I have to do extra to roll? It's a +1 slicer.
Oh. You're right. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at my rule book.
So I can just roll one of the dice that I need to. Like 1 extra green, maybe?
Hang on. I think it's you always get a boost die, if I remember right.
Yeah.
I like how we essentially spent like an entire episode setting up like an elaborate side quest to help us out in the palace, and like we all need it.
Yeah.
It's gonna completely it's great. And the end result of this is Clack is just gonna have more extra drugs.
Yeah. So
all the drugs.
So your so just roll a boost die for me.
Just a d6, okay.
Yeah. See what you get. Fuck. All right. So it's fine. Everything's
the same.
Yeah. So the only thing about this is that once you actually get in front of the controls, Paul, it is you're locked out of the system. Whoever was in there was smart enough to just basically you're on the Windows login screen essentially.
Okay. So if I can't get in, then I'd check the other one that has the 4-person on it, just because. If this is
you can try to get in.
Okay.
Do you want to try?
Yes. Oh, in the ship.
Okay. Yeah.
In the ship.
Try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What would it cost me? It would be computers.
A computers roll. Yeah.
I don't know if I have it.
If he fucking manages to do a computers roll and I fail that, I'm gonna be so pissed.
I'll try it. I'll give it a shot. I'll just go. I got this. You're good, Garu. You're good. You're the best. You're the best around. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The password is actually love slug.
But
you got
more
a crit.
advantages. Yes.
All right. So you didn't get into the system, but you did manage to figure out that that the ship you're on has a self-destruct button with a timer. So feel free to engage that if you want. It'll give you about 10 minutes.
Give me about 10 minutes. All right. I go over the controls and I comms and I go, so we got a tour here on this thing that's got about a 10-minute timer to blow up. Can you get this done and get out of here in 10 minutes? I'm
doing my best.
Well, you got 10 minutes because I'm gonna blow this popsicle stand in 10 minutes.
Clark is just kind of like watching K1 just kind of
he just produced popcorn from somewhere.
No. Clark is starting to just like slowly back out the door as Garu is saying.
pistols out, and if anything, anyone who's not the security droid, I'm popping. Basically, he's on edge. It's not one of my companions, or I could tell it's a Teemo droid. I'm just
All right.
Yeah.
Full fight or flight.
All right, I set this the timer and then go to the next
Okay.
next ship. Yeah.
K1, go ahead and roll computers again for me.
With a single boost, even though I'm
Single boost.
yeah. Come on. Come on,
You got
chicken
this.
Got
finger.
it.
Don't
You
fail
got
me
it.
now.
You got this. You're the best around.
You're
Click.
the best.
Fuck.
There you
Oh
go.
my god, it happened.
Oh!
It fucking
Music
happened.
cueing.
Finally.
I'm cueing the music. I'm cueing the music. Hold on. Give me a second.
It happens.
Fucking success, 2 advantage, and a triumph.
This is
Hold
the
on, hold
roll
on.
that the K1's wanted for a long
Yeah.
time.
You've been saving up for this roll. You have to
Um,
do your piggy bank for this one.
Mm.
So K1, the second you kind of hit execute on this this particular command, the people around you can see your eyes turn from red to white, just and you are in the system. You have full control.
I am the system.
Yes. you have full control over everything in Teemo's infrastructure. What do you want to do?
Set turrets to start firing at the fighters,
Okay.
even though they're probably anti-personnel ones.
That's, I mean, that's fine.
Yeah,
Um,
just give them something to work with. Yeah.
Does it also give him access to the security droids, or those
Yes.
unrelated? Okay.
Yes.
Mm.
Slug.
Not
There's a
only-
slug.
You can kill
Not
the slug.
only that-
Wait, more important question: does he get access to the gong droid with arms?
No, actually.
Is a
That would-
visitor? Is a visiting gong
Yeah,
droid?
he's
Okay.
visitor. He's hanging.
He's chilling.
Yeah. So when you enable the turrets, you start to hear the firing immediately. You hear the shuffle of various people outside the room starting to panic because they don't know why guns are firing from their facility. But you hear a low pass, like a and you nailed one. So one of the fighters got taken out.
All right. All right.
They're still
I-
firing.
Okay, I will go on the radio. This is going to be a group decision. I repeat, full control of everything inside the palace.
A couple other things happen here. So the other fighter starts to do evasive maneuvers. He is now completely distracted. So you guys are able to just jaunt on outside perfectly as you would. You also have full access to the communications array, is successfully hooking in the droid that's
No.
the droid, the whole purpose of your deal here.
Yeah,
You do have access to all of the droids, the lights, the environmental systems, the everything in the building. So
we could just straight up kill Teemo, but still level
Droids.
the palace from orbit to hide what happened.
Yes.
I am into this.
I'm okay with this. Let's do it and get out.
Tell all the droids just to fry the slug. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yes. Fucking
Yes.
fry the slug.
okay.
And all the droids walk in to
Do they say
to Teemo's
that?
throne room.
Do all the droids say that?
Fry the slug.
Fry the slug.
Fry the slug.
Oh God.
First, fire on the piggies so they don't have a chance to retaliate. Then turn on Teemo and just unload.
So here's the thing: you're able to execute the command. You are unable to see what happened. But
Okay.
all you know is there's a bunch. All you hear is the gunfire. Plenty of gunfire. And
You can just say that there's 4 droids in the corridor as well that
Yeah.
would go within for backup. So it's like
exactly.
Can you tell the turrets to fire on the barge and not the fighters?
Done.
It's out of range.
It's out of range. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's still coming this way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He was just like, kill the barge. It's better. Let's pop the top off of this kitty and let's get the hell out of here.
All right.
Is
everybody ready to go?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Clack has been in the middle of leaving this entire time.
What's the countdown?
like-
What's the countdown on that explosion? By the way,
You got 5 minutes now.
I go 5 minutes. Get the hell out.
All right.
All right. So you all pile into the speeder with Garu, and Garu. Here's a stat we haven't rolled yet.
Just a reminder from me. How far do I have to be from our droid so I can trigger the double tap?
Pretty far.
I can be pretty far. Okay.
You basically have the range of the city, so as long as you don't go outside the city,
There we go.
so you're fine. Basically, you can trigger that whenever you want.
Like it won't mess us up as long as we just do it while we're leaving, essentially.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Is it astrogation?
What for? It's planetary.
Piloting planetary.
Planetary.
Yeah.
Yes. I go.
All right.
Buckle up. It's going to
Astrogation
get
is-
interesting. Navigation.
Is calculating the hyperdrive jumps.
Yeah.
That's what that is. All right.
Clack is just yelling, road trip, road trip, road trip.
All right. So yeah, Paul, go ahead and roll. I'm actually going to make this pretty hard because there's lots going on.
Mm-hmm. It's fine.
Hang
You know
on.
what? Because we have I think you still have a light side dice.
You do.
If there was a time to use it, it is now.
I'm just going to use it. Using it, adding a boost.
Yep.
All right. I go. Hold on to your asses, and
I literally grab my own ass.
and here goes nothing.
Clack also grabs his ass. Yeah, there's just.
Oh my fucking god!
Okay. Let me paint this picture. Let me paint this picture for you. So this is hold on to your asses, and he
5 successes.
Slowly, 5 successes. He slowly grabs onto the controls. You can see his body physically go from tense to super relaxed. His eyes focus on the horizon. He pulls back, and it's not just like a pullback, it's like a quick boom, boom. Like it's like up, out. It's like a quick combat maneuver to just like to get out of dodge really quickly. So you're like your whole bodies are like flinging back and forth from the movement as he's pulling it out. Like
the speeder makes that really satisfying Star Wars hum that the speeders make, the shee. As it like takes off and gets out.
Gar's beer gut kind of gets sucked back into him a little bit.
From the G-forces.
His face literally just pops out as if it's like a more manly version of him now suddenly, you know.
Yep. All right.
And this will probably be like completely lost on everybody. But you know that episode in Futurama where they were delivering the souffle with nitroglycerin and Bender was holding it, but they were flying through everywhere and he was just gyroscopically aligning. Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
In
all the maneuvers.
In this moment, for the first time in this entire series, Garu is very attractive.
Cannon.
It's canon. It's
Paul,
the one thing
Paul,
he's
why
really
is the
good at.
map so blurry?
I don't know why it's so blurry.
It takes a while to load.
Oh. Okay. Well, so you guys are kind of going in this direction this way.
I'm making a beeline back to the spaceport. Essentially, I'm going to be.
Yeah.
So-
Because we sent that woman with the droid, right?
Yep. Yeah. She's already at the landing bay, so you're
Paul,
fine.
use him out a little bit.
Right, yeah. I'll move.
Want to
over
try
a bit.
refreshing the page or something? I don't know
Yeah,
why
sure.
it's taking so
Yeah,
long.
it's really derpy for me as well. I'm refreshing.
Computer, go out, get another one.
Yeah.
Get it before
He's not
the stream
using a
ends.
Mac. He's not using a Mac. He doesn't have to do that.
It's still.
Still a heck of
Weird.
blurry, yeah. And there we go.
Yeah.
It loaded for me.
Fine.
Weird. All right. Well,
Yeah.
use your imagination, boys and girls.
Yeah, we'll go back to the role play screen. So we're moving around the city.
Alright. Perfect. Yep. Moving around the city, you guys make it to the landing bay. K1.
Yes.
It's time to push the button.
It's time to push the button. I wistfully look at, all right, because are we out? Can we see
Yeah,
Timos Palace?
Yeah.
Oh, you can see it.
Yes. I
Meter's still down.
I point. Yeah, I just point at the palace and mentally, send the signal.
Send the command.
Yeah.
All right. So it takes a couple seconds, but you hear the comms traffic when it happens. So you do the first double click to send the command, and then all you hear is "please confirm," and then you send the command a second time, and all of a sudden the bright blue sky of Tatooine turns a shade of green for just a moment, and a massive turbo laser just falls from the sky, and you it's almost like you don't hear the explosion. You don't hear the impact. All you see is just blinding light as it careens into Timo's palace in a nice, beautiful dust mushroom cloud comes up from that spot.
If K1 could shed a tear, he would.
Now, are we talking more like ruins of a palace or like crater?
Crater.
It's a turbo laser. It's a crater.
Yeah.
Okay, there just isn't anything there anymore.
No, it's just dead.
Yeah.
So it's like everyone in the city right now just have like real high tetanus. That's woo, like that ring
Yes.
just going.
Yes.
Tinnitus, not tetanus.
Wop.
Yeah, was there a shockwave involved with this too, or was it not
Yes.
that big?
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a shockwave, but it doesn't do a whole lot of damage.
Okay.
Turbo lasers are pretty efficient weapons. They're very precise. So they're kind of think of like a bunker buster, right?
So it's not exactly like that explosion in Lebanon.
No, definitely not like that.
No.
Much
cleaner.
Yeah, this is much cleaner. It's supposed to cut through a ship's hull and then do damage once it's in there. So basically it just leveled Timo's palace. There is a shockwave that goes out, but it kind of like knocks over all of the Jawa's stuff and like sends people flying to the ground.
All we've done is kind of like leave a future Sarlacc.
And dust gets thrown into the sky, and actually the scene for you, like it's actually, it might be a little soon for this, but it's very similar. It looks like those shots that you've seen on Reddit recently from the California fires, where it's
orange.
It kind of blots out the suns a little bit, very orange, like dust has basically clouded the sky,
sand everywhere,
and everything. Yeah, and everything has started to like basically just reflecting the sunlight, so it's just red, deep red.
Okay, question: what gender is green for the gender reveal parties?
Have you seen that GIF?
It's lizard.
I showed you that GIF.
It's Hut, yeah.
No, it's lizard.
What is it? It's the name of the lizard people in Star Wars.
It's a baby Yoda.
It's a Trandoshan. It's a baby Trandoshan. Yeah. Congratulations.
It's a baby Yoda, actually.
Yeah, a baby Yoda.
We can go with Yoda, yeah.
This is actually Disney. We're actually secretly working for Disney. This is actually how Baby Yoda was born. This is
it. This is canon.
When we turbo lasered Timo the Hutt's palace. This is the creation of Yoda.
Yeah, if we didn't just fuck off out of there, we would see that like at the bottom of the crater, just like a baby, just like
yeah. Yes. Exactly.
So I'm gonna leave that here. Not the end of the session, but I really have to pee.
All right, let's take a quick break. As we pull into the landing bay.
Into the landing bay. Yep.
Oh my god.
Good job, everybody. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Welcome back.
Hello.
back,
You caught me with
everyone.
the pretzel in my mouth. Welcome back.
That is what he said.
By the way, sourdough pretzels.
Oh man,
Superior pretzel form.
I love sourdough. So anything sourdough sounds better.
Yep. Welcome back. If you missed the first half of the show, man, just go back and watch it. Because goodness. The hashtag nuke the slug has happened. The slug has been nuked. And man, I'm very proud of you boys. Listen, this all hinged on Paul succeeding at a charm roll, and somehow it happened. And
Not Paul.
Wow.
Garu, okay.
Yeah.
Garu.
Yes.
Paul, I like to think I'm kind of charming. Garu is fucking
No, this actually can go even a level deeper. I'd like to say, this is a plan formulated by Clack.
Yes.
The most incompetent party member, and then executed by Garu, the second most incompetent member.
Yeah.
Hey. Who hacked the system?
The whole fucking system.
The thing is, we expected that to happen. You care?
We also had some great dramatic reveals of the past of Hotshot, that he's actually part of the used to be part of the Crimson Dawn. You know,
That's all you got so far.
Yeah.
I'm slowly going like, okay, we're good. Don't forget about it.
So a couple things to keep in mind here. These boys have everything they need to leave Tatooine at this point. There's a couple there's a couple things that they are going to have to do. Number one is the oncoming Crimson Dawn, who is distracted, but they know Hotshot is still here. So
I died.
How do they know? The
Yeah,
entire
I
palace
died
was
in the
just
palace.
moved from orbit.
Yeah.
how are they tracking him?
Oh.
Now,
We don't know
yeah,
that.
no.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
no one knows that.
Nobody knows that.
Hotshot doesn't even know that.
Yeah.
Nope. You're under the impression that that everything's fine right now. You're in the clear. Everything's fine and dandy. One last thing though is Oops. I'm still on draw. One second.
My mind works too fast, and I by the time you were done with Dra, my mind already had I'm still on drugs.
Yes, I am still on drugs. I'm always on drugs. Now, so one last thing that happens. Woo!
I don't need drugs. I have Seguaro mineral water.
Yeah, well, you know what? Joke's on you. That's laced with spice. I was waiting for you to draw.
Oh yeah, the clock has been very high this time.
So right before you guys, so you guys pull up to the landing bay, and you park your speeder. But before you walk in to the landing bay, a small battalion of stormtroopers approaches from around the corner. The crowds kind of around, and they're kind of scrambling, but they see the stormtroopers coming, and they kind of all kind of disperse and run inside their homes and business. As you see them, you see the lead trooper in the front point directly at you.
Bus or
Our
one of
group or
us?
anyone in particular?
Yeah.
No. Well, because it's far enough away that you can't really tell. And you hear kind of cutting through like the noise and confusion. I think that's them.
Fuck.
It's all of us are hyperventilating. Just that's the only reaction.
And as you turn to go into the landing bay, another battalion of stormtroopers rounds the corner as well.
Okay.
You have, there's about probably 100 yards between you and the entrance of the landing bay. So
And no one's blocking it though, right?
not that you can see.
Can we
How
fly?
fast can I? Oh wait, no, we're on foot, aren't we?
I was to say because it's an
Yeah.
open top, right? Is there any way we could get into the speeder
Fucking ramp it,
directly
dude.
into?
Up the sides of the city into the fucking.
So actually, real quick, everybody go ahead and roll vigilance.
Oh God.
This is the one that we're
Vigilance.
all bad at. so-
Initiative vigilance.
Vigilance.
It doesn't matter.
No, don't do that. 2 failures and an advantage. Oh, even
Two
worse.
failures and and a fit threat. We're not good at vigilance.
Oh no!
All
We're
right.
terrible
Well,
at vigilance. Yeah.
zero. This is a zero vigilance group right here.
So 2 failures and an advantage, 2 failures and a threat, 2 failures flat, and then a failure and a threat.
It's really mostly just it's really mostly just the anyway, never mind. I'm not gonna go there. These stormtroopers immediately close the distance, and there's really no getting around them. They have now blocked the entrance of the they blocked the entrance of the landing bay, so there's no direct way in. So they've kind of pinned you between themselves and the speeder behind you.
About that impish way of aiming.
That is their turn.
So we're cut off from
Yes.
the entrance.
Yes.
So we can get back
and they
onto the
approach.
speeder
They
then.
don't say anything, and they don't have their blasters drawn on you quite yet.
So
So they're two small battalions. So 2 groups of 4.
They're still available to us, like behind us, like it's open and like available, or is it like?
Yeah, so it's that it's this alley back here, but that's how you got in. So you flew the speeder through this alley and parked it
All right.
right where the token is.
Garu, I was gonna say,
Is the landing bay itself an open dome?
ramp
Yeah.
it.
Like,
Yeah,
can we
yeah.
see
You remember in A New Hope?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we ramp it into the into the side?
Fucking ramp it, dude.
Oh,
Garu,
Top?
I fucking believe
Like-
in you, man. Okay.
Can we just like
After that-
fly in?
Yeah.
Like,
Let's do it.
Look, Clack has full faith in Garu's pilot
So-
piloting skills right now.
so the answer is you're gonna have to ramp it if that's what you want to do.
Trying to
It's
go
not
down.
a ship.
no, we want to ramp it.
It's a car.
Dude, this is some Tony Hawk pro skater shit right here. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
I look at you guys and go, yeah, we can try. I can try it, but these imps, these imps aren't exactly angry at us right now. They got their blasters down. Maybe they just want to talk.
Are you a fucking narc, man? We got some sick ass.
No,
Get out of here.
listen. I used to be a fucking imp. All right, I know how these motherfuckers work. I
Can't hear you, Atomic.
I think there's 6 tricks to do.
It's up to you, though. It's up to you. If y'all want me to do it, we can do it. We can just go for it.
Atomic.
I could go with you.
We can't hear you.
Yeah.
Still nothing.
No,
Nothing.
we
Here we go.
Okay.
It just makes sense.
Remember this happened before, and you touched it, and it fixed it.
Yeah.
Hell if I know. I don't know. But yeah, I've been screaming all sorts of stuff.
What have you been saying?
Basically,
ramp
like
it?
when he said like before he even said anything, I'm just like, get in the fucking speeder, let's go. Like,
All right, let's just try it, and we're just
Make sure this doesn't count for us, and we're just like, let's ramp it.
They're just gonna here to tell us like, hey, this person's looking for you.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where I'm just like, why does talking ever work for us?
Look, man, we're either going to space or we're going to hell. Okay.
Let's go for it. All right, let's go
All right,
for it. Start moving toward it.
So,
Well,
I can't believe this.
We're running into the back, and they get if they start pulling out weapons, I want to take a pistol out, do like
Right.
the whole hold on to a strap and shoot from the back kind of thing.
This should be a 4 difficulty, but I'm not gonna do that to you. I am going to use a dark side point because
Okay.
come on.
Okay.
Can we use a lightsaber?
No.
No.
We're out of light side points. I used them for the last one. It's okay.
Yeah,
guys,
I'll
we
just
got
be
this.
shooting the entire
Paul,
way.
we do
go
have
ahead
one
and
for next
roll,
one.
Go ahead and roll planetary piloting there.
See you in hell, boys.
No boost die, no nothing. Make sure those are all cleared.
Yeah, they should be all cleared. Yeah,
All right.
cleared. All right.
You're pretty good at piloting though, so
I am a 4 skill with 1 training in planetary piloting. So
If there's anything that should happen, it's come on.
Here goes nothing. 2 successes and
all right.
3 threats.
There we go.
You land on top of the ship and break it.
Shut up, Darge.
all right.
That speed is
so
totally dead,
all of
but
you
we did it.
all of I can't believe this.
Han Solo would be proud of me right now. I'm just
Yes.
going to say that.
Yes.
It's that scene in
It's
Solo.
like that scene
This is
in the beginning of Solo.
Yes. I can make it.
This is the janky shit. You're
no.
like, in this
Garo was Solo stun doubled. That's how he actually pulled everything off.
There, perfect.
This is like the Star Wars equivalent of like the TIE fighter that is still tied up, like trying to yank itself free.
Yes, from episode 7. Yeah, like that one. Yeah.
All right. So, okay.
How we wound up in
So,
this mess.
yeah. All right. This is how this is gonna happen here.
This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. By the way,
Yes. So you just bolt straight back where you came and out into the desert. You actually see that there is a shallower part of the mesa where you can ramp the speeder.
This is the best day ever.
Paul, I just want you to move the map slightly to the right, just so you can see like the other way.
Right.
I can't move the actual map.
okay.
'cause it's kind of
zoom out. Yeah.
Zoom out, yeah.
They're right here. I'm just gonna poke them out. There it is. So there it is, right there.
Hold on.
Hold on, I got this.
It's coming. Here we go.
Have to uncrop it, yeah.
No, it's still. Yeah,
There we
we
go.
go. So this is where they are now, and they're just going to launch themselves up the side of this mesa into the open air landing bay of Landing Bay Auric, like so.
You're laughing like it's not a sound plan.
Yeah. You're laughing like it didn't work.
Yeah, you're laughing like it's a stupid idea.
I can't believe you guys completely bypassed this encounter with one roll.
I mean, we're
Never
how DMing
underestimate Garu's piloting ability, because when I said he was
All
a
right.
pilot, I dropped everything into piloting.
You did.
And if there's a bad idea pitched to this group,
Yeah.
Clap will support it. So
Yeah, that's role playing 101.
Okay, hold on.
we do what we know. This is what we know. Okay.
All right. Now I have to prepare the map, so give me 1 second.
And Dolvak, I'm sorry, but the gong droid with the arms is no more.
He's dead. We killed it.
He's alive in our hearts. Okay, and that's all that matters.
The way I'm picturing it, as soon as Garu turns the speeder around to face the mesa, St. Elmo's fire just starts blaring.
St. Elmo's fire.
And it's like slow motion, and there's wind whipping through the theater somehow.
What's the name? What's the name of the Star Wars language that they use? It's I know it's common, but it's like it's a specific
basic
script. The basic script.
Or no, for the script, Arabesh.
Arabesh. It's just, but it's all sung in Arabesh, so it's like.
Like regular instruments, it's jizz instruments.
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
It's a jizz cover.
Yeah.
Barrel.
All right, so
I see. All right.
I'm
Had no
moving
idea
you
what
guys
that song
to the
was, but
landing
I have
bay.
been reminded.
I was going to say, with all like the sand in the air, and I assume there has to be like god rays, and there's twin suns. This is the most majestic shit to ever happen.
Yeah,
George
This
Lucas
song is
wishes
like-
he thought of this.
This is the biggest action sequence in Star Wars. Period.
Like roll down the window right as it scooches to a halt next to like the what Bree or whatever his name was, and just be like, "Hey."
Well, her name, yeah. That's definitely how that works.
All right, so we are in the landing bay here. Hold on, I gotta move your token because you're not at the entrance at all.
What do you
Yeah.
mean? We totally came in through the entrance.
Oh.
Are we gonna crash on top of the droids?
You did crash on top of the droid.
Oh, God.
This is the most Star Wars scene of all time, I swear.
Okay,
Perfectly
Did
intact
we
light.
crush them, or is it
Yes.
just in their vicinity?
you
Yes.
completely crushed them. So I just wanted you to see their tokens before I move them off the board.
Imagine Bryn standing there and being like, "What the fuck? No,
Yeah,
ship."
It's still over somewhere else, by the way.
no,
She's
she's
like,
not.
She's on the ship.
here at the entrance
yeah.
of the landing
Oh, yeah,
bay
we-
with
With the medical droid,
your medical droid.
which we owe her money for now because she paid for it, probably.
Yeah,
Why don't we
400.
just leave her here? We just told her to go buy a fucking medical droid, and then we just fucking leave. She has no job. She just killed Timo the Hutt, and so we're just leaving. Oh, well, again.
He's back. Darj is back.
He's back.
Oh, God.
So happy.
All you, so you
Discord.
guys land literally on top of the droids.
By the way, Paul, you should zoom out and pan the map to show everything.
We are very bad friends.
Best friend, okay?
Oh, you're
Oh, we
gone
lost
again.
you again, Atomic.
At least I'm not the only one with technical difficulties.
It's not. It is not
Discord or
a.
what?
It's it might be. It's fine now because like when you touched it, it
Oh
fixed it.
God, the cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
All
it's
right,
weird.
so-
Hold on. Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So let me describe the hangar there for the audio listeners. So it's a large pour stone hangar. So stucco is the equivalent in real life. And basically there's a huge letter Auric on the on the like literally everywhere. If you think Star Citizen, how they label all the hangars with big numbers everywhere. And as you look around, you see you see the rusty looking light freighter in front of you. It has a very familiar shape to all of you who have watched, Star Wars.
Star
before.
Wars. It's a Corellian YT. I get it.
It's
Yeah.
it's a Corellian YT.
1300.
Yeah, it's exactly that.
Basically, the loading ramp is already down. There's two. There were four. There's two security droids standing at the front, while some pit droids are kind of hauling some cargo onto the ship. And there's nobody else in here that you can see. As you look over to the glass paned control room, which is at the bottom of the map there, you just see people running out of the room. And
Yeah.
and all you hear a voice come from the other side of the hangar that you just hear. What are you doing?
Improvising.
All right. So the two droids, however, are immediately on edge. Please roll vigilance.
What kind of droids are these, by the way? Are these
The
security
same
droids?
hut security
Okay.
droids you guys have dealt with
Really?
before.
Vigilance again?
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
hold on. Wait. Don't roll.
Listen, they didn't know we were coming in either.
Yet. Yeah.
They're surprised. Why are we rolling vigilance when they're surprised? I'd argue that it's cool.
You're both surprised that each other exist.
Yeah, it's probably that we're all surprised.
We're,
right now.
we're surprised that we're still alive, is what the
Yeah.
surprise is.
Garu's not surprised. He knew it was going to work because he's Garu.
Go ahead and roll again, everybody.
Vigilance.
Well,
Oh, that's a lot of failure.
All right.
I'm gonna go with a straight 0 shot because I rolled too well to want to risk it again.
All right.
Fine, I'll roll
Okay.
again.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Ah,
It was better before.
So the order is player, droids, player.
I mean, Hotshot, obviously, is going to go first.
You can
Which
hear
is
me.
great.
Yeah, we can hear you, yeah, a little bit.
Okay,
Range combat character we have.
Garu can shoot.
I can shoot. I'm just not can't shoot.
But
I can't.
Garu's done enough very recently.
Better with
I
a
feel.
speeder than anything else.
I mean, he's already killed 2 droids. You know, he deserves a rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm done. You're up.
All right. So this first shot's gonna be pretty hard because you didn't really know that this was happening. But go ahead and roll. And I'm actually gonna give you a setback on this one.
Can I do a little description here of what just happened? I think would work.
Yes, please.
Okay. So as the speeder came down, it crushed the droids. The speeder just hits the ground because it's no longer functioning. It's dead. It is absolutely just fried. It skids to a stop. Everyone looks at each other, and Hotshot immediately pulls out his guns. It's just like that moment of that silence, and then, what are you doing? And then...
Clark has both of his arms straight up.
Roll your weapon there. If you want to shoot, if that's in fact what you want to do.
Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like as soon as the speeder comes down, are we like staggered by the speeder crashing? Are we fine? Like,
Actually, good point. Everybody take a strain, please.
Okay. That makes sense.
Just one.
Yeah, I'm down to 6 of
'Cause you-
11.
You definitely prepared yourself for this because you all agreed for it to happen, but it was still kind of in order.
Mm.
It would have been much more strain if Garu decided to do it without actually talking about it. So,
still coming out of like the back cargo part of this speeder, or are we just like coming out the like, you know what I mean?
Well, it's a
Trying
force
to-
seat.
you're all it's an open air. It's like
Oh, it
Luke's-
was the open air one. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought we were okay. Never mind. I was
I
thinking
think-
we were
I think
two
the
now.
The way he's set it us is like I'm
Yeah.
the pilot in the front and there's 3 seats in the
Yeah. There's
By the way, did that cargo ship actually eventually explode, or did we beat it with the turbo laser?
We don't know. We got out before it exploded.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am going to, as soon as like I imagine like as. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out in terms of orientation. So if we see the droids from where we're sitting, I'm gonna quick draw my pistols. Like I'm assuming if I'm in the passenger seat and Garu's in like the driver's seat, like I'm like pseudo hugging him as I'm just like shooting because I just see them coming up.
putting your
I'm
arms
just like,
past his shoulders.
yeah, and he's
Yeah.
like improvising, and there's like literally 2 pistols around his head.
Jake, just for orientation's sake here, I assume these 2 droids are not like obscured by the ship. They're like underneath it.
Yeah.
But they're under. Yeah, they're like
Like on the legs.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have direct line of sight of each other.
I'm using a light side die, and I'll add a boost.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay, and then I will shoot.
Moral support of head is the boost.
Oh, that's such a terrible roll.
But one success. Yeah.
Yeah, one.
All
And
right.
I automatically get one advantage because it's superior, but I still only hit. I think with my primary, right? I don't hit my secondary.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So what that does is you hit one of the droids square in the arm that has blaster. So this droid is unable to fire this turn. The other one is though. So let me head.
He's got to have some disadvantages for being surprised.
Yes, he does.
That-
He does. He's rolling the same setback that you guys are.
I think the only other thing I would do is I would attempt to jump out of the car, kind of like hide behind it, but that'd be about it.
Yeah.
You said
Okay,
it's
but
got-
yeah, basically I'm just gonna try to like hop out and take cover, basically. But that'd be my turn. I gotta go. I'll be right back.
Okay. Cool.
He hops out, using all of us sitting calmly in the
Yeah.
vehicle as cover.
So the droid is pretty stunned, but he does his base level programming kicks in, and he just says and draws his blaster and fires, rather blindly. But I'm just gonna roll it.
No, that's bad. That's really bad. That's really
real
bad.
That is 2 successes, a threat, and a triumph.
Dude, fucking killed Atomic so hard he's not here anymore.
So it fires back, and it hits one of the engine pods on the back of the speeder, and you all, very unfortunately, all of your
Almost die instantly. We're all killed immediately.
no.
Game over.
Yeah. So I'm you'll probably all agree with me when I say this, but you can't use your action in these turns. I'm going to force you all to roll athletics to see how far away from the blast that you can get.
Okay.
So let me refresh here.
Hey, Atomic. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Atomic. What you missed was.
Did you hear what happened?
No.
I had to let someone into my apartment.
That's okay.
Someone got a crit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
well
droid-
done.
The DM.
Oh no.
So
Oh,
the
no.
droid landed a shot directly on the engine of the speeder. So now everybody has to use their turn to roll athletics. So please go ahead and roll athletics.
This works since I already spent a turn.
Hey.
All right. All
Right,
right.
so far, so good. Ah.
All right.
Ah.
Actually, that's worse because I don't have that boost die shouldn't be there. That should be
Yeah.
One
That should
failure.
be 2
So that's
threats.
a failure.
That's
Failure.
a failure, yeah.
And
It's a failure and a threat.
I already rolled.
Oh, yep, you did. Okay.
Success
So
and advantage.
I'm using your advantage here.
Okay.
Thankfully for Hotshot.
Yeah.
So because Hotshot was distracted by his well-placed blast, he wasn't aware of the counterattack by the droid. Garu turns around and literally throws him out of the speeder while jumping out himself. All of you jump to the ground. There will be a setback die on all of your next rolls. And please take 2 strain. And Hotshot, go ahead and
Just to double check
take-
it, because we haven't messed with strain a lot. That means our current strain is going up by 2, right?
No, it's going down.
It's going down.
You start at maximum and then you go down,
Yeah.
or you start at 0 and go up. It
Whatever.
doesn't matter. So
I
long as
mean-
you track it.
I hope it's that way because I'm at 0 strain. I have been the entire game. So
Yeah.
okay.
I'm
However you
No,
track
you
it.
should be at maximum.
And then you go down, but
Yeah.
Okay. So
It's
what happens when
how do we actually regain strain? Like, do I have to go for an oil
You
bath
have
or
to
something?
rest, sleep, eat something.
Okay.
Like
Question. Okay, so something significant is happening here. If this is happening, so far this game, I've taken 3 strain.
yeah.
I have a threshold of 3 strain, so I'm at the threshold now.
How are you
Okay.
3 strain? Like threshold's usually like a 12 or like a 10.
It's supposed to be like replenished because we've never been replenishing it. So my
should be.
threshold.
Your threat. That's not correct. You should
Yeah.
have more strain than that.
Strain, like threshold of strain is like 10 or 11. Like that's.
I don't think
start at 0.
I've touched my strain the entire game.
What species are you again? You're Rodoan?
Rhodian.
Rhodian?
Rhodian.
It almost sounds like your mic changed to like your camera mic there, Atomic. Because I can't hear you very well, but I can hear your typing.
It's 10 plus willpower for Rhodian.
It's what?
10.
10?
Plus willpower. So your
Yeah.
strain is 11, Dolvac.
Okay, so I've taken 3 this entire campaign so far. Okay, so
Okay.
And it's probably reset it. It's probably been reset when we did that. No, we did take some strain in the palace before we did that stuff.
So I've taken 3 this game. I've never taken any strain except for this game.
Okay.
Hold on, what the fuck's going on? Something's, I don't know.
You're back now.
Yeah.
You're back
Yeah,
now.
there's. I have to restart my system, but I'll do it after all this.
Okay, so
There's something, there's something going on.
The strain
But yeah.
start at 0 and go up, or start at the
No.
maximum and go down. Okay.
So
Max and go down. It's a health bar.
Sorry about this, folks.
Yeah. All right. So, also, Hotshot, go ahead and take 4 wounds, unfortunately.
Ouch.
You get hit by a big old chunk of metal right in the back.
Yeah.
It's called Guru.
Your Max
All
will
right.
still messed up again, but we'll fix that in a second.
Okay. So we're actually back to a player turn where we've reset, so it's a full round of turns now.
Garu's gonna can Garu go instead of Hotshot? 'Cause
Sure.
I think Garu has an idea.
Yeah. Go for
All
it.
right, Garu's gonna get up, run over to Hotshot, knowing that Hotshot is the best chance of killing these things. Tag out a stim pack, pull out the piece of metal, and then jam the stim pack into where he was, and activate it to heal up his wounds.
Okay. So that
Medicine?
you are going to have a setback die on there because of the explosion. But go ahead and roll medicine or whatever it's called.
A failure, but an advantage.
Uh-oh.
We
We lost
Hotshot.
somebody else this time.
Yes. This has been
Hello?
This has been the most technical difficulty episode, but it's also been
Yeah.
the most ridiculously action-packed episode. Yeah, you're back.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Your mic's not working.
Hold on.
Can you hear me at all?
Yep,
Yes.
There you go.
It goes in and out. Like I said, it's something more than I have to restart my system for, but it
Okay.
should
Yeah.
be okay for now.
Okay.
We'll just let you know.
Yeah.
So you you whiff. You're trying to like you're scrambling to like find like a vein
You're
basically.
just stabbing him multiple times.
And while you basically don't find it, but I'm not going to make you waste the stim pack.
Okay.
Okay. Basically, you wasted your turn. Is what that is.
Yeah.
All right. So the other droid go ahead is getting back up here, and he is going to roll. Oops. There you go.
Wait, it's his turn again?
Yeah, because we wasted all our turns to get out of the explosion.
Yeah, the droid got a triumph.
Yeah.
Um.
Another freaking triumph. That's bull. You're just gonna kill us all. Wait.
Man, I gave him a setback die and everything.
Yeah.
All right. So the droid gets back up, and while
After
While
all this,
Hotshot
this
is
is
on
how
the
it
ground,
ends.
he recognizes that Garu is trying to pick him back up, so he targets Garu and absolutely nails him right in the chest.
Okay.
And what's your silk rating again?
1.
1. So go ahead and take 4 wounds.
Fuck.
It's okay. I'm only at 8. I'm okay.
Also,
really hurt.
also you're immobilized. It hit you really hard, but you are stuck where you are because it hurts.
Permanently or just like
For right now,
Okay.
in this encounter, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the droid's turn. Who's next?
Okay, so this is the situation now.
we're in
Uh-huh.
really shitty situations.
We're in a firefight. Yeah, we're in a firefight.
Not
I
a
can go
firefight.
whenever, so we can go. The other two go.
Okay,
if they want.
so Clack's allies are in danger here. Clack is not a combat focused character, but push has come to shove. So really the only things that Clack has in his inventory right now, he's essentially just wearing like shitty Tatooine rags. He has a stim kit, a bag of wires and parts that he just picked up and has never used, a Womp Rat on a stick, and a crowbar. Clack pulls out the Womp Rat and the stick and the crowbar and dual wields. Forgive me, Master. I must have used the forbidden technique just this once.
I swear
And
to
he
God.
fucking charges. He
He
goes
says,
for
"I
it.
am the Force, and the Force is with me."
Yes.
And pulls out the Womp Rat.
Listen. The real truth. The truth is that Clack was a Jedi and he escaped for Order 66. That's how this is working. That is my headcanon forever and forevermore.
Forgive me, Master. I must use my powers for evil once more, and then he fucking goes for it. Okay.
All right.
So he's just kind of just charging, not really just going for it.
Hold on. I gotta.
It's less of an attack, more of a tackle.
The best part of this entire situation is thinking about it from Bryn's perspective.
Dude,
Everything she just saw.
Jake, if I
Peter,
get a
land,
triumph,
crash. We're
you better
improvising.
let me put a droid in half with a romper out on a stick.
Like-
Okay?
What, say again?
I'll get a triumph. You better let me cut a droid in half with a romper out on a stick. That's all I'm saying.
if you freaking
If you get a triumph, you get a triumph. Yeah. Roll for Womp Rat.
Melee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brawl, melee, I don't know.
Well, he's got a crowbar, so whatever his crowbar
Yeah.
would be.
Yeah, melee.
Yep, and I would like to use a boost die.
Okay. Yeah. And
Freaking on a Womp Rat on a stick.
hit the light side point button. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. He's doing it. You
Oh,
added
shit.
force.
I did not mean to do that. I apologize.
That's the
And you-
wrong dice.
You
Yeah.
have to add a D6, the blue one.
Here. Yeah, the blue one, not the white
He's
one.
never done this before.
So
There we go.
Okay.
yeah. All right.
Oh yeah. So 2
that
successes.
cancels out the
successes.
threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that cancels out the threat also. So
Wow.
Clack gets
so
in
yeah,
there, man.
Two
Clack gets in there.
successes. You
Romper out on a stick.
you hit him with the Womp Rat, and it just kind of bounces off, but the droid like focuses on the Womp Rat.
That's the real threat here.
And he's like, and then as his head turns, you kind of like swing the other way with the, and you hit the droid, and let's see, 2 successes. That's it for that droid. All right.
Oh my God! I'm imagining this.
That was the one.
Hold on. The Force theme plays. Up stands, Clack. Say, forgive me, Master. I must use. This is a stupid version of episode 1 of Rebels when he pulls out the lightsaber. This is the stupid version of that.
Yep.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh my god.
It kind of bows to his fallen opponent.
Yeah.
God.
All right. So
What even is this episode?
I'm next.
Right, go for it. Do it.
Right. I'll go in the radio and go, Trinity, help!
what?
What?
He's making a joke from.
I'm making a
yeah,
Matrix
yeah.
joke reference. I was actually trying to get just get on the horn with Bryn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just try to get her to get into the battle. But I will run up to the other one and try to mantis shock blade him to bits.
Bryn is like in the room with us right now, right?
She's like the opposite side of the ship. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not armed. Come on.
It's two.
So she.
Since we still haven't given me the mantis blade stats, I don't know what to roll exactly.
I need to work on it so it's not completely broken, because if I just give you 2 vibro blades, it'll be extremely broken.
Yeah.
What is your melee skill?
Melee is 2 green.
2 green.
My brawl is yellow and green.
Go ahead. Yeah, so actually, no. This is going to be brawl.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. Because you've installed these and they are now part of your systems.
Okay.
You're just gonna do more damage. So
Yeah.
here's what we're gonna do in the meantime. For brawl, go ahead and bump your rank up 1.
All right.
What does that give you?
2 yellow.
That's good enough for me. All right, that's a chance to roll 2 triumphs in 1 roll. So, yeah, that'll be good. So,
Roll brawl.
so you're attacking the other droid.
Yeah.
All right.
You get 2 triumphs, and that droid's also distracted by the whopper on his stick.
The audience hit him in the face, blocking his sensors.
Yeah. So go ahead. Wait, what's his? Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and roll. Melee or brawl.
Roll.
Sorry.
Roll.
Oh, shit.
Advantage. Yeah.
Wow.
So you don't. You kind of thrust past him. You don't hit
The
him.
most useless things ever.
However, you manage to like pull him around, and like you have the mantis blade like to his throat, and you basically have given someone else the opportunity to shoot or do something.
That's
Still one of ours to go, right?
yeah.
Yes.
It's
Hot shot. So that's actually this is pretty slick actually.
yeah.
So hot shot, go ahead and add a boost die to your roll.
I just imagine, like, I'm on the ground, Garu's over top of me. I'm looking at him. All of a sudden, I just see a bolt hit him, and he goes flying out of my periphery. I'm going, "Huh?" And just like, so
Yeah.
I'm
But I'm letting you kind of get up and like kind
Yeah.
of turn around and do like one.
yeah, I'm doing like I'm just literally like sitting up and like looking over,
Yep.
shooting from the ground. Over.
Oh man,
Nailed him.
4 successes.
So I hit him with both blasters. So that's 13 damage.
Auto
I'm
crit.
gonna say it kills him. This doesn't do enough damage, but I'm just gonna give this to you.
Yeah, that's a crit on my heavy blaster.
yeah.
That's still a crit on my heavy.
Oh yeah,
blaster.
it's a crit. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Okay.
I hit with my secondary and I get a crit.
Yeah.
Okay.
his head is vaporized, and then suddenly you could just see like K1's head behind it, just like holding him.
And it auto-generated an advantage anyways, so it's, and it would be...
There you go. Perfect.
It would be 5, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So you've taken care of the droids, and somehow, you start. Bryn kind of walks over to you guys and says,
Hey, we've got to get on the ship. The Imperials are circling back. They were looking for you, but they're coming back this way. We gotta go. We gotta go right now.
Oh, God damn it!
You good? You good?
Hold on, and I take my stim pack and just jab it into the chest wound real quick to try to heal it up. I'll do a.
Okay, go ahead and roll medicine.
Try to do slightly better this time.
2 advantages.
All right,
so-
I'm gonna give you that as 1 success just for my own sanity. So
Yeah.
go ahead and heal yourself back up.
How much is it?
2 full.
Okay.
Stim packs heal 5 unless you crit.
Okay.
Do those heal strain or just
Nope.
Just wounds.
Just wound.
All right, I get back up.
All right.
And I go, just give me to the cockpit. I'll be fine.
Okay.
Can you get this old rust bucket going?
I've seen worse.
I guess I'll just reach behind me, pull off the motivator from my chest, and walk up the ramp and try to get it installed.
Okay. So you guys board the ship.
Hmm.
All right.
I will be very vigilant to see if there's somebody else on the ship waiting for us, or waiting to, like the owner of the ship.
Yes.
So immediately when you guys walk up ramp to the ship, there is a Trandoshan man who is holding a box. He has 2 blasters at his side and a massive rifle on his back. He's like 8 feet tall, and he's very,
I fucking tackle
very
him.
intimidating.
You're about the same tall, hot size, so.
Yeah.
Give me. Hold on. Save your tackle, because he kind of peeks over from around the boxes and just says,
Who the hell are you?
and that is where we're going to end today's session.
Eat the lizard!
I mean, I could just go, since I'm holding the motivator, go special delivery.
You could keep that in mind for next week.
Special
man.
delivery, and then throw it in his face, knock him unconscious.
I don't want to break it. I don't want to break it.
Yeah, we got through this entire episode without making like a jizz joke.
We did.
Yeah.